Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Happy Friday to each and every single one of you guys. In today's video I have some gel polishes from Rosalind. This is part of their Dawn series. These gel polishes are 6mm each. They have that gold handle here, and then they do indicate the number at the bottom here. I also love that it shows the gel polishes at the front of the bottle. And now I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a closer look at the consistency and formula. Super smooth, super pretty. Just look at that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys enjoy watching the rest of the swatches. So for today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and be using these Painted Desert Creek gel tips in the style long stiletto. Again, you guys are able to use my discount code PRIS10 for money off your entire purchase. I'm gonna go ahead and apply one thin layer of the color PX001. Very thin layers. You want to go ahead and make sure that you don't apply too much of a thick layer, otherwise it will wrinkle when curing. You know, you have to make sure, especially when working with the color black or very pigmented gel polishes. Yeah, that can occur. I noticed that it did happen to me with the second time I went in with the second layer on the thumb. But here I'm applying some of the color PX003. Beautiful sheer color. I absolutely loved it. And lastly, on the pinky, I'm going to go ahead and apply one thin layer of the color PX001 again. Then once I'm done with this color, I went ahead and cured each nail for 60 seconds. And this is how all of the nails look side by side. It's super pretty. I absolutely love that sheer nude color. It's just really cute. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply a second coat to each and every single nail. Then cure for 60 seconds. Now that that's been cured, this is how all of the nails look. I just want to say that that black gel polish is super pigmented. I absolutely loved it. And here I'm going to go in with some gold foil. I'm going to go ahead and just cut some of it up using some cuticle scissors. And then using my tweezers here, I'm going to go ahead and just lay that flat onto the nail. I'm basically using the tacky layer from the gel polish to make sure that the foil basically stays down. Then using the end of my tweezer, I'm making sure that I pat that very well onto the nail. Then I'm going to go ahead and just continue adding some foil. Using my silicone tool, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the foil is laid down very flat onto the nail. Once I have that done, I'm going to go in with some of my XXC top coat, then apply one thin layer on top of the foil to make sure, you know, it just lays down very flat. Then I went ahead and then cured. Now that it's been cured, I'm going to go ahead and be using some of this Rosalind stamping gel and my 𝚤𝚐𝚘𝚗𝚍 liner brush. I went ahead and placed some of that stamping gel onto my brush here. Then I'm going to go ahead and just draw a very random squiggly line across the entire nail. Very random. Make sure it is squiggly though, not straight. Then using this brush here, I went ahead and applied some top coat on it. Then I'm just going to go ahead and kind of create little side by side motions to create this smoky effect. Here's how it looks. I'm just going to go ahead and continue doing that till I like the way it looks. I didn't like some of the part of the nail, so I'm grabbing my brush here and some slip solution to go ahead and just clean that up just like so. And then once I have my design down, I went ahead and then cured for 30 seconds. Now that I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and do very thin squiggly lines across the entire nail. I do want to mention, make sure that they're very thin. It doesn't look as neat when they're very thick. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do little squiggly lines randomly, then cure for 30 seconds. Now onto the middle finger there, I'm going to go ahead and be using these beautiful dragon stickers, grabbing some tweezers. I'm going to go ahead and just remove that from the sticker sheet. Then once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and just place that onto the nail. And using my wax tool, I'm going to go ahead and make sure to try to lay the sticker as flat as possible and for it to be very seamless, because I noticed when working with stickers, usually you can see that sticker outline, and that is one thing I don't really like about stickers. I prefer water decals overall. On to the next nail, I'm going to go ahead and be doing a line straight down the middle to kind of indicate where the center of the nail is. Once I have my line down from the right side of the nail, I'm going to go ahead and just do a line going inwards towards the center. Then I'm just going to go ahead and fill that rest of the nail in. Once I have that filled in, I'm going to go now onto the left side of the nail, do a line inward, meeting that center point that I did there. I want to go ahead and share with you guys a trick of mine to make sure that when I fill in the rest of the French tip design there, I only have to do one layer. I don't like doing second layer, it's just a waste of time honestly. So I do go ahead and just make sure that I grab a very good amount of product or gel polish onto my brush. Then I'm going to go ahead and just place all of that excess gel polish onto the center of the nail. And using that gel polish, I'm going to go ahead and gently just spread that across the entire nail, and that should fill the rest of that gap in there very neatly and in one layer. Onto the pinky nail, I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact design that I did previously on the index finger, except this time I'm actually going to go ahead and be using a little bit more foil, and I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit bits and pieces everywhere. The one that I did in the index finger was okay, but I felt like it was just like 3 pieces of foil. Come on, it's just like so basic. So here I'm adding a little bit more, making sure that I scattered that around, and then using my silicone tune again, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that every foil is laid down flat. Then apply top coat, and I'm just going to go let you guys watch the rest of this process, and I'll be back shortly. Now that I'm done with the design for most of the nails, this is how all of the nails look, really pretty. Now I'm going to go in and just apply some of this XXC matte top coat, one thin layer onto each and every single nail, then cure for 60 seconds. So once the nails went ahead and finished curing, this is how the nails went ahead and turned out. I definitely think applying that matte top coat definitely just made that smoky effect on the two nails pop out way better than if I would have gone in with the glossy top coat. I'm going to go ahead and be using a couple of rhinestones. I'm going to be using these and these as well. I'm going to start on the ring finger, and then I'm going to grab some of my XXC matte top coat, apply some onto my palette here. I'm going to be using this brush here, and the matte top coat, I'm basically going to use that as an adhesive for the rhinestones. Using the matte top coat, I'm going to use that as a guide for my rhinestone placement, then just place my rhinestones on the guideline that I have there. Then once I have my placement down, then I went ahead and then cured for 60 seconds. So here's how the nail looks after. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I really love that rhinestone placement. Now onto the next nail, I'm going to go ahead and just apply some matte top coat right by the cuticle area. Then randomly, the rhinestones that I will be using, I'm going to go ahead and just place them on there. Once I have all of the rhinestones where I want them to be, I'm going to go in with my wax tool and the opposite end of it. I'm going to go ahead and just use it to kind of maneuver the rhinestones where I want them exactly. Once I have my rhinestone placement done, then I'm going to go ahead and then cure for 60 seconds. And here is how that nail looks. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And now once I went ahead and cured that, this is how all of the nails look side by side. Let me know down below which design is your favorite. Mine was definitely the French tip with that rhinestone swirly placement. I just really liked it. Now I'm going to go ahead and just apply these onto my nail. Once they've been applied, I'm applying some cuticle oil to rehydrate my cuticles. And this is basically the end of today's video. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to comment down below any ideas or any suggestions you guys might have. Happy Friday again to each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.